fan, that's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely.
What up, you guys? It's your favorite family on YouTube, the V Crew. It's your boy Ruben. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make those what's it called, like sugar cookies from the Squid Games. Since it's a trending topic right now, I'm gonna show you guys how to fully make it. I made one. It was just a test run. Let me show you guys. Kind of broke already. It's easy breakable. Well, we're gonna make those. All you need, I'm gonna just jump right into the video. You're gonna need sugar, baking soda, which is the end of the process, and also you're going to need some oil. I'm gonna use canola. This was the cheapest thing I could get. I don't want to be wasting, just for this. And then you need a hard surface, something that you can just let it cool down on, flatten them, and then you're gonna need to get a little stencil thing to kind of create the design if you're going to do the game. If you guys watch Squid Games, you know how to do it. Squid Games. Well, let me get everything ready, and I'm gonna start recording again once I'm gonna start cooking it. We'll be back. There's my daughter. She's looking a mess right now. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the Squid Games cookie, I guess you can. Back. First things first. You're gonna get your pot. You're gonna heat this up. You're gonna put a little oil, just to kind of coat the pan, so the stuff doesn't stick, because it sticks a lot. Kind of swish it around, get all over the pot. Hope you guys can see this. All right. Kind of heat it up. You're gonna get your sugar. Try not to put too much. I already made that mistake of putting a lot. You can do about 2 to 3, I'd say it's about tablespoons. Make a good sized cookie. Sugar cookie, essentially what you're making. I'm gonna use a chopstick just to see how it comes out. The spoon, it was sticking everywhere. Plus I saw in the video, they were doing it with chopsticks. I never used chopsticks. If you have a smaller pot to keep the shape of the cookie, that's gonna be a lot better. I have a big one because I don't have anything smaller. Yeah, trust me, it'll make your life a lot easier. Make sure your flame isn't too high because it will burn it. This thing will start cooking pretty quickly. You just want to make sure it's all melted. Once it melts, you're gonna want to add your baking soda really fast. I'm gonna just do about a teaspoon and get that ready as soon as you can, because it's gonna cook fairly quickly and it's gonna rise very fast. So all the baking soda is for is just to make it puff up. Really, you don't want to burn the sugar because you're gonna get a nasty taste. You can smell the difference. Be careful, this stuff is very sticky. It's gonna turn into something that resembles glass. So you're just gonna want to keep mixing it. You see how it's coming out? You want it somewhat like that. Just till all these little lumps is gone. Mix it. Make sure it's all mixing well together. And that's what the oil's here for, so it doesn't stick. Try not to get too much on the side of your pan. A spoon maybe a little better. You want that skill with chopsticks. So, as you see, this is the perfect, right here, is how it's supposed to look. This cookie's gonna be smaller, so maybe do about a little bit more. Do about like 4 or 5 tablespoons. But this cookie is good enough. Get it all in the middle, like that. As you see, so it can start forming the cookie, so you don't gotta form it outside of the you know, once it's already heated. So once you get that going like that, put some of that in there, mix it, mix, 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 mix. As you can see, it's gonna start puffing it up, like a nice little pastry. See that? So, start mixing it very well. It looks weird and it doesn't look like it's gonna turn into a cookie, but trust me, it is. Once it cools down, it's gonna turn into it. So make sure you have a pot ready on the side or something hard so this thing can cool down and solidify. I'm gonna make some crazy cookies. I don't have any small pans to do this in, so it's gonna be hard to form. So as you guys see, it's like that. I'm gonna dump it on this right here, and it's gonna cool down right here. Try not to mess with it too much while it's on there because it's gonna really mess it up. The heat is what really, get your thing to form your shape. You have to kind of push it down. Don't let it kind of cool down on it because it's gonna take it on there. It's already heating up on it. So you can kind of push down on it. This is my only second time making this, so bear with me, guys. There we go. It's formed. The stuff is hot. You don't want to get it on your fingers because it's sugar. It's gonna stick to your hand. It's gonna burn real bad. Anyways, so let me take you guys off the tripod. As y'all can see, I'm gonna cut, kind of clean it all up on the sides right here. But look, it's already getting hard, guys. And that's how you make your cookies. So if you ever guys want to do that challenge, a Squid Game challenge, I suggest you get pure cane sugar. That's the best way to do it. Baking soda, just make sure it's baking soda, no matter what brand or what it is. I do 365 Walmart brand because it's cheapest. You know, you're not really gonna use this after. I mean, unless you're a baker or something. And then you need oil just so it doesn't stick to your pan. Make sure you try to get a pot that's kind of the size you want your cookie. So you see the problem I went with, I had to reform it. It's kind of boxed, but it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you get a stencil of that circle or whatever shape you want to make, it's gonna make it a lot easier. You know, my next video, we're gonna do the Squid Game challenge. I gotta kind of break off that cookie, make sure I don't crack it. If not, I don't know if I should say the punishment. Stay tuned to the next video because in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna tell you what my punishment will be if I crack that cookie. And I'm gonna show you guys, once it cools down, that thing is like glass. I threw away the other one, but actually, yeah, I'll show you guys once this thing, you see, look, you gotta, oh, I forgot to flatten it. I grabbed this to use the bottom to flatten the cookie, which I didn't do, but that's supposed to make it thinner, but I'm gonna show you guys, watch. You see how easily that thing breaks? It's like glass. It's sugar. So that's gonna be it. Actually, I'm gonna make one more to show you the process, just to see you guys, you know, give you another example. It's really not hard to do, to be honest with you guys. Very, very easy. process. RJ, be careful. It's hot over here.
Me?
My daughter's over here too. Yeah, it's hot. So, once again, guys, you can end the video if you like. It's just me doing the process again once more. Try not to put a lot of oil. You'll be wasting oil. Your parents will be mad, or you will be mad because wasting money on oil. All right, so we're gonna do the sugar thing again. This time I'm actually gonna measure it out for you guys. Do I got any tablespoons? Shoot. Here we go. Oh yeah, I have a measuring cup. I'm crazy. It's another side. I just use the spoons. If you know, a lot of people don't have measuring cups and stuff. I'm gonna do it with a tablespoon. That's about 1, 2, it's about 3 right there. I say 3 is the best, only because you're really not gonna trying to make a huge cookie, you know? There's no point of doing all that. So like I said last time, mix it up very, 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 very well. Keep mixing, keep mixing. I'm gonna show you guys how it is. I don't want to do the spoon because the spoon really, you know, gets stuck all over the spoon. It's a chemical reaction it has. I had to get a little more oil. There we go. It wasn't enough oil. It's a fairly easy, sorry guys, I'm quiet, I was really focused. It's really easy to make this stuff. Honestly, it's just melting the sugar. Once sugar cools down and it hardens, it goes back to its pretty much original state, a solid. When you heat it up, of course, it turns into a liquid. A very syrupy liquid. So do not touch it when it's hot because it will stick on your fingers and it is very hard to get off and it will burn you severely. So if you're young, please, you know, ask your parents, have your parents do it for you, or have someone supervise you if you really want to do it yourself, because this stuff can really burn you, you know? Just be careful. It's fairly easy, anybody can do it. As you see, it's starting to turn into a liquid. Let me dump this. I'm using the wood because the wood's a little bit easier to clean. For me, it is at least. It doesn't stick too well on the wood. If you use a metal and you don't have it sprayed down with like a non-stick spray, it's gonna stick and it's gonna be hard to clean after. You want to clean these pots and pans as soon as possible. If not, you better let it harden real hard so you can flake it off. But this stuff does get a little bit hard to clean out. You guys don't want to see the other spoons I used. And things are gone. But anyways, you want to be careful not to burn it. I kind of do this method, get it on the edge of the pot so it's easier to mix and it's not all everywhere. Kind of keep the heat over there. You see guys how I'm doing it right now? I'm gonna use a little less baking soda because I don't want it too fluffy. You want to keep it as thin as possible. It makes the challenge easier and also harder. So it's easier to finish sooner because it's thin, but it's also harder because any type of pressure you put on that sugar cookie, it's gonna snap it, it's gonna break it. So all in all, it kind of makes it easier and harder for you. The thicker it is, the easier it is to not break it, but the harder it is to kind of break through that little pattern that you're gonna make. So you kind of want the difficulty level a little higher. You guys can see the oil separating right there. I tend to pour some of the oil out because you don't want to be tasting too much of that oil. But I'm just going to leave it like this to make it quicker for you guys. Trying to finish this video, not keep you guys here too long. As you see, it's turning to like a caramel type color. You guys can't see, I'm bringing it on and off the heat. It's on the heat right now. When I move it this way, it's off the heat. So I can mix it, put it on the heat before it starts getting hard again. Off the heat to make sure I'm breaking down all the sugar. On the heat to make sure, you know, it's not solidifying yet. Once I get it the shape I want and the consistency, I'm gonna stop doing this process. You also don't want to cook it too long, only because you will burn it. It's easy to burn this stuff, guys. This, I say, is a perfect consistency and color. Let me dump some of that oil, because that is, I'll just leave it for now. Now it's my time to drop a little bit of that baking soda in there. Oops. Like I said, guys, you don't want too much in it. You just want it to puff up a little bit. Last time I did put a little too much because it was too fluffy for my liking. Everybody, I mean, it's up to you on what consistency you guys will like. How thick, how thin, and all that. That's what the baking soda is for. So now it's done. Pour it on this side. Be careful, dude, it's hot. As you guys can see, it's a lot better than what it was. It's still
What?
Yeah, the cup was wet, so make sure. Oh man, got my pants dirty. Make sure your cup isn't wet because it's gonna make it bubble up like that. So I'm gonna push it down. Oops, yeah, you see, spray your cup. That's what happens. And you see, guys, this is why I'm showing you. Let it cool down. Don't do it too fast. But I don't really care if that messed up in the middle, because this circle is gonna be in the middle anyways. So let me let it cool down because it's still too sticky. You don't want it there. I'm gonna leave that on there just so it can start solidifying and hardening around it to get the shape. I'm gonna use my trusty little right here to pull it out. Let me put you guys back on the tripod. But I'm telling you guys, this is a fairly easy thing to make. I am a chef. I cook at a children's medical center, so I want to show you guys, for people who don't cook and really wants to do the challenge, how to make it. Yeah, it's still a little too hot. Move it off the oil. That's why I also say clean that oil off, because it's gonna keep that heat. That oil stays hot. It will slowly cool down on its own. So let's see. Still fairly warm, guys. It's gonna look like fiberglass when you peel it off. You don't want to do it when it's cold, only because that will crack your cracker. You see the bottom part? If you guys want to see, it breaks off fairly easy if you want to let it cool down and stuff. Wash my hands. It is easy to make, you guys. Anybody can do it, like I said. Just make sure your parents are with you. Make sure your hands are clean, because you're going to be touching it. But make sure your parents are with you so they can do this process, because I don't want you guys sitting there burning yourselves and stuff like that, you know? Let me get my little trusty chopstick to take this off, because you don't want to break the challenge. There you go. Mine has a little texture in the middle because I did that a little too soon. But you see how flat it is in the back. And you have your little ring, so it's easier. This will break first before the rest of it will. But You guys can control on how much, you know, sugar and all that stuff you want to do. Like I said, if you want to do it like this, paper thin, do half of what I did. Do about 2 tablespoons. Make sure you get the pot to form it, because that will make your life a lot easier and it'll make it better looking than mine. Other than that, guys, let me wash my hands because I got oil all over my hands. This video's already a little too long. I'll be talking a lot, but all right, guys. So other than that, that's the, what is it called? Squid Games Cookie Challenge. So if you guys want to make it, that's how you make it. You see all that oil? So make sure you get, again, sugar, baking soda, and always make sure you have oil. If you guys want to do something special, you can get different. I couldn't find my cookie cutters. Cookie cutters will be the best thing for you guys to use because it will not stick. You can spray them down, reuse them, all that. I had to use household items, so it kind of was, you know, a little challenging, but it will be easier for you to get prepared, get the right stuff you need right away, and that's all you gotta do. All right, guys. Hey, come here, JJ. So my next video, which I'm about to film today after this one, is gonna be the challenge. You have anything you want to say, or no? We're gonna do the Squid Game challenge, right? Okay, she's in her cookie. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna watch a little bit of my game. You know, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, so this is the video, and that's the end of it. So if you guys want to learn how to make it, watch through the whole video. Also, I haven't forgot, we're still gonna do our giveaways. I'm gonna get some Amazon. I'll probably do Amazon gift cards and Xbox or PlayStation. You guys put in the comment section down below which one you guys want. I'm gonna get some of those, and then I'm gonna pick a lucky subscriber to win them. So, all right, guys, it's your boy Ruben, the V Crew. It's my baby JJ. It's your favorite family on YouTube, guys. We're out with another video, and you know the only way we're going is up. So I'm sorry you got. Oh yeah, I want to say too, I'm sorry if, you know, we haven't uploaded the past 2 weeks. It's been a long, you know, working a lot and stuff like that. But please like, comment, subscribe, put that post notification bell because I will be posting. I'm trying to do it every Sunday, but things happen, so I have to do every other Sunday whenever I can. But yeah, guys, all right, so I'm out with
On me, I promise that you'll never be lonely.